If you do the right things that will lead to integration, integration will happen. If you don't exclude me and I don't exclude you, there will be integration. If you listen to me when I speak and I concede to you when you make sense, there will be integration.
The Citizens Summit for National Integration, Peace and Security, being driven by the NIPR alongside close to 100 other organizations, is kicking off tomorrow. We are doing this walk, which we call integration walk, to herald the arrival of the summit, to herald the revival of Nigeria, to walk towards a new Nigeria. That's what we are walking towards. And we are working towards a more integrated Nigeria, a more cohesive Nigeria, that Nigeria that we used to know, in which tribe, ethnicity, religion, place of origin did not have any negative bearing on any one of us. We want to return to that Nigeria. We are walking towards that Nigeria where wherever we are Nigerians, and that is what matters.
SARS and MAS, on behalf of my colleagues, members of council here, I want to welcome you to Abuja. Don't mind us. It is the situation that has made crayfish to bend, and we are deploying you to strengthen the crayfish.
If we all cut ourselves off, hide in our small conclaves, and insist at all times that we are the ones who are always correct, there will be no integration. Somebody becomes unstrategic when he does not realize what he will benefit by, making room for others. So that at the political level, people think you can enjoy harmony at the level of personal living and then exclude people at another level. If that inclusion goes through all the way, that's what integration is about.
It's just not another day. It's a very good morning. A very good morning to think on Nigeria. A very good morning to salute a great nation. And a very good morning to talk to one another. The best system in moving forward.
With great delight that I welcome every one of you to this Citizens Summit. We sincerely appreciate all the immense sacrifices that our esteemed guests, partners, stakeholders, invitees, Nigerians at home and in the diaspora, and very especially members of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations have had to make this summit a reality.
What has to be said must be said. We have brought along into our culture kidnapping, which began in the Niger Delta, Boko Haram in the northeast. There was even Metasine in Kano, and now banditry, carrying women, babies into the jungle, leaving them in the rain and asking for compensation.
As leaders, do you represent good role models to young Nigerians? If the answer is yes, then keep doing what you're doing. But if the answer is no, let us start a change from today.
Nation building starts with disciplined people who have disciplined thinking and can execute disciplined action. If the recommendation here does not emphasize discipline, then I can tell you we have already failed. Whatever we do must emphasize meritocracy, it must emphasize pragmatism, and it must emphasize the rule of law. In Singapore, nobody is above the law.
The leaders for these times must be capable of leading across groups at a juncture where wide-ranging experience, diverse expertise, and varied identities intersect.
This summit would have come at a better time. Peace, security, and national unity on the front burner of our national discourse against the backdrop of rampaging terrorists, bandits, and kidnappers. This crisis of insecurity has unfortunately been made worse by the twin evils of fake news and misinformation.
We will now start the syndicates. What we have done so far is to give you a teaser. You can imagine what the syndicates will be like. We have Give Us a Future. Youths Ask Nigeria. Building reputation of excellence as core national asset.
There is no doubt that we as a nation are facing a lot of challenges as we slowly, gradually, but surely develop as a nation that is united. These challenges, as daunting as they may seem, are certainly not insurmountable in our individuality as a nation.
As we walk out of here, I want you to decide. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom's calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
Thank you for waking us up to what we are as a people. Thank you, NIPR. This is the foundation that we need for the rebirth. And so today, on behalf of all of us, as we end what started last year, November, we are just beginning actually, building the blocks and putting it together, ensuring that the Nigeria of our dreams emerge in our time. That's my prayer, and I know that's the prayer of all of us today. So if you believe in this prayer, if you believe that truly we can get back the golden days of Nigeria, let's put our hands together for ourselves.
Everyone that I came across and listened to, directly or indirectly, wants a united Nigeria. Nigeria is a beautiful place, a lovely place, good people, great nation. We must be responsible citizens. Our responsibility goes beyond ourselves. Your private affair is private. Nigeria is a public affair. Let's hold it. Thank you.
Of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, do solemnly affirm to the best of my ability, to preserve and defend the bylaws of the Institute, and uphold its code of ethics and professional standards as approved by council, and to also be up to date and as appointed in my financial responsibility to the Institute in order to maintain my status as member of the Institute. So help me God. So help me God.
We're going to hold hands together and say that we will rebuild a new Nigeria. There will be a new Nigeria. The good times will come back. And truly, we will stand the Committee of Nations and hold our heads up as indeed the giants of Africa.
I, of course, had no doubt in my mind that Nigerians were passionate about Nigeria, that Nigerians want this country to work, that Nigerians want to come together to ensure that Nigeria takes its proper place in the Committee of Nations. But I didn't know that they were this passionate. When we started out, we felt we were just going to be able to get a few people to start with. We didn't know that everybody we consulted was going to key into it. Now, people have keyed into it. We are now getting phone calls from others that are angry that we didn't invite them. We are happy that there are angry Nigerians that have not been invited here. That tells you that Nigerians want this country to work.
Nigeria, you know I love this country, and I love Nigerians. It's a great country. There is no country like this anywhere in the world.